Hello everyone, welcome back to Coach Craig's Sports. Today is Friday, April 9th. We're going to be talking some NBA DFS picks for both DraftKings and FanDuel for today. But before we get started, I'm going to take a quick look back at yesterday's picks and see how they turned out. So on the DraftKings side, we had Malachi Flynn, $4,700, looking for 24 points out of him. Got to 29.25, so he was a hit. Chris Middleton, $7,800, looking for about 39 points out of him. There was no Giannis yesterday, so usually Chris Middleton does a little bit better then, but he only ended up with 31 points, so he was a miss. Then at small forward, we had Sadiq Bey, $4,300. Looking for about 22 points out of him. Got to 22.25, so he was a hit. Bobby Portis filling in for Giannis, $5,300. Looking for 27 points out of him. Got to 44.5, so he was a really, really good hit yesterday. And then last but not least, we had Chris Boucher, $5,700. 69.75, so he was a massive hit. If you guys are doing the math, I believe that's over 11 times value. So if you had Chris Boucher in your lineup yesterday, you were doing very, very well. That was definitely a career day for him. Don't expect that every time going forward. Expect his price to go up quite a bit the next slate, but definitely a great game for him overall. Then on the FanDuel side, we had Dennis Schroeder, $7,200, looking for about 36 points out of him. Got to 34.2, so he was a miss, but probably not one that killed you too bad overall. Then we had Sheev Mikhailuk, $3,800, looking for 19 points out of him. Got to 19.8, so he was a hit. Kind of wish he would have done a little bit better. You know, it's nice to have those cheap guys get over 20 at least, but definitely a guy that didn't hurt you at all yesterday. Then we had Sadiq Bey on the FanDuel side as well. He was a little bit pricier there, $5,100, looking for 26 points out of him. Got to 22, so he was a miss on that FanDuel side, but probably one that didn't kill you too bad overall. Then Bobby Portis, $5,800, looking for 29 points out of him. Got to 42.8, definitely a hit once again. Then last but not least, Moses Brown, $5,100, looking for 26 out of him. Got to 31.2, so he was a hit as well. So overall, it was a pretty good day on both sites. I had a very, very good DraftKings lineup yesterday. It just happened to be, a very high scoring day, so it didn't win. So it didn't finish like in the top 1% or anything like that, but still a very profitable day overall. And with that being said, we'll get moved over to today's injuries. So we got the Pacers, same three guys that we're looking at: Malcolm Brogdon, Domantas Sabonis, and Turner. Turner's already out. Sabonis and Brogdon are game time decisions. I think I have to say if anybody plays, it's probably Brogdon, but I expect both these guys to be out once again. Then for the Orlando Magic, same thing as last time out, just Maney and Porter out for this one. Not a lot of value there, honestly. For the Timberwolves, we got Malik Beasley out once again. Noel looking like he's doubtful. Josh Okogie looks like he's probable to play. Just keep an eye out on that one. I still think there's a chance that he misses today. Then for the Boston Celtics, just Evan Fournier out. For the Memphis Grizzlies, pretty much the same thing we were looking at the last time. Same three guys out. Brandon Clark, game time decision, unlikely to play. Then Knicks, exactly the same as last time out. Just Henson and Robinson both out. The Bulls just have Garrett Temple down as a game time decision. Looks like he has a chance to play, though. Then for the Atlanta Hawks, same four guys out. Clint Capella and Gallinari are both game time decisions. We'll have to keep an eye out on those two, see if they end up playing or not. 76ers, just Jones and Hill, they're going to be out for this one, so no major changes there. Pelicans, obviously, we got Josh Hart and Nickeil Alexander-Walker both out. Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Kira Lewis are all game time decisions. If Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Kira Lewis all miss today, they really don't have a point guard. I guess they just signed Isaiah Thomas, but I don't think he's going to play monster minutes. So you could see a lot more ball handling for Eric Bledsoe on this one. Maybe that makes him a little bit more valuable. I know his price is kind of going up in recent days as well, though. Then we move down to the Spurs. Bates Diop, Trey Lyles both out. Lonnie Walker, Gorgie Jang, both game time decisions. So pretty much what we've been looking at for a while for them now. Then Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray, game time decision. He did miss the last two games, so we'll see if he plays today or not. And then Harrison, who I believe they must have just signed, he's a game time decision as well. Charlotte Hornets, exactly the same as the last time out. Milwaukee Bucks, obviously we're looking at PJ Tucker and Giannis, seeing if they're going to play. They're both game time decisions today. Then for the Washington Wizards, Daniel Gafford's still out. Bradley Beal should be fine since he played the last time out. And then it looks like they signed Jordan Bell as the depth centerpiece here, so he's a game time decision as well. Then for the Golden State Warriors, Eric Paschall is out once again. Gary Payton II is a game time decision. He recently signed with the team, so we'll see if he's able to play today or not. Then for the Houston Rockets, pretty much what we've been looking at. John Wall is out in this one again, so that's going to help Kevin Porter Jr. It's going to help Christian Wood, Kelly Olynyk out quite a bit as well. But most of those guys are kind of priced up now, so it's not like you're trying to get there too actively today, at least. And then Armani Brooks still a game time decision. For the Clippers, Ibaka and Scrub are both game time decisions. They're both in the green, so maybe there's a chance they end up playing today. But that's a quick little rundown on all the injuries for today's slate. Most of them are pretty much the same as they kind of been, honestly. There's going to be some news coming out later today, and that's going to help determine the value. And overall, when I was doing the projections this morning, especially like on that DraftKings side, there wasn't a whole lot of value. It seems like everybody's priced out pretty reasonably since a lot of these injuries we've known for a while now. So definitely going to be keeping an eye out on that news later in the day to find that value that's going to be there. So we'll get moved over to DraftKings and talk about my picks. And at point guard, I got Steph Curry, $9,900, looking for 49, 50 points out of him. It's about in line with what he's averaging on this season. Goes against a very poor defense in the Washington Wizards. Pace up spot. No reason not to play Steph Curry today. Shooting guard Jeremy Lamb, $3,900. Really didn't see the price increase. You're looking for 19, 20 points out of him. Averaging almost 21 on the season. Obviously, if all those guys are out for the Pacers once again, he's looking like a pretty good play. Small forward, we went with Will Barton. Looking for 27 points out of him. Averaging almost 26 on the season. He's been playing well lately, and, sometimes you just got to ride the hot hand, so why not keep playing him? And then on that same premise, we're going to keep playing Kyle Anderson. His price only went up to $5,900, looking for 29, 30 points out of him. Just in line with what he's averaging on the season, and he's been hot. He's been really hot the last 4 or 5 games or so, and his price doesn't reflect it. So until his price reflects it, we're just going to keep on playing him. Then last but not least, we got Goga, $3,800, looking for 19 points out of him. If you look at his season average, it's only 12. Obviously, we saw what he did last time. He went over 30 points, 10-time multiplier. It's definitely in play today. He's going to give you that 20-point or more upside today, especially, with no Miles Turner out there. If Sabonis plays, maybe it knocks him down a little bit, but as far as we can tell so far this morning, Goga's looking like a great play. So go get Goga. And if you go with these 5 players, you'll have $21,100 left over. So just over $7,000 per player. So you can pay up for another stud, then find some value. You can spread the wealth. Whatever works for you guys. There's a lot of different possibilities for today's slate. Like I said, just keep an eye out on that news since that's going to be the major factor for today. And then with that being said, we'll get moved over to FanDuel and talk about my picks over there as well. So on the FanDuel side, point guard's exactly the same. We got Steph Curry, $9,600, looking for 48 points out of him. Been playing very well lately, averaging 46 on the season. Pace up spot. Everything we pretty much said on the DraftKings side. Not going to go too deep on him. Just another great play today. Shooting guard Sterling Brown, $3,600. Obviously, John Wall's out in this one. Maybe Sterling Brown picks up that start. If nothing else, he's going to get more minutes in this game. Looking for 18 points out of him. Just in line with what he's doing on the season. He's looking like a good, safe paydown option on today's slate. Then at small forward, I went with his teammate. Small forward didn't really stick out for me today. You could go to Kyle Anderson as well here, but he's a little bit more priced up on FanDuel, $6,900. I went with Kevin Porter Jr., $6,400, looking for 32 points out of him, averaging 29 on the season. No John Wall in this game. Should help him out in terms of usage quite a bit. But, starting Kelly Olynyk and Christian Wood together and then having those two play on the court at the same time has affected Kevin Porter Jr. a little bit as well. So don't be surprised if he's a guy that changes throughout the day as well. Pretty much him, Sterling Brown, and their next guy, Davis Bertans, they all could change throughout the day. Davis Bertans, $3,900, looking for 19, 20 points out of him, averaging about 18 on the season. This is a pretty good pace spot for him against Golden State as well. He's still kind of been having that minutes restriction, but he is starting to play better now. He's starting to shoot better. The ball's going through the hoop. So as long as Davis Bertans is doing that, he's definitely underpriced. And then last but not least, we're going to go right back to Goga. So go get some more Goga. And he's $4,900 on FanDuel, so a little bit more priced up. Looking for 24, 25 points out of him. Definitely doable, especially if Domantas Sabonis does not play today. Obviously, it's against that great Orlando matchup as well, so no reason not to play him today. But if you go with these 5 players over on the FanDuel side, you have $31,600 left over. $7,900 remaining per player. So definitely a lot of room, a lot of flexibility there to kind of pay up for some studs. Go get your guys. Maybe you're stacking Russell Westbrook and Steph Curry today. You can definitely do that today. Lots of good options out there. Just kind of pick and choose which ones you want to go with and which ones feel right for you. And then as always, if you guys have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to ask. Definitely here to help you guys out the best that I can. And then as always, I'll be listing all the news, injury updates, and starting lineups down in the comments below. And with that being said, if you guys are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. Definitely helps build the community that we're trying to build here at CoachCraigSports. And that's truly one for you, the viewers, helping you guys with your DFS, whether it's NBA or NFL. Helping you guys with your fantasy football teams. Going to be talking a lot of football news this offseason. Going to be talking a little bit of fantasy baseball and some baseball news as well. But with that being said, if you are new or current subscribers yet to do so, also hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily NBA DFS videos like this, and then going to be posting some fantasy football and some fantasy baseball content. Hopefully some of it later today and tomorrow as well. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed. Hopefully you do very well in NBA DFS tonight. And as always, if you guys have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to ask. Definitely here to help you out the best that I can. And then last but not least, special little shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. Really do truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day. It definitely means a lot to me. And I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.